Hey everyone, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. Today is fall break for our school, so I have the week off and have just a little bit more time. I definitely want to take time to relax and have kind of a staycation, but I do have a little more time to show a few more journals than I normally do, so I'm really excited to be able to spend a little bit more time with you this week and have a little bit more time to craft as well. Those of you who don't know, I'm a high school English teacher, and so I have used to do this full time, and now I teach full time and do this on the side. So still love it, one of my favorite things to do, but I've been a little busy. So we have 5 different journals today. Make a little space. A couple different artists. We'll start out with, this is one that I made. I finally got a chance to finish it. I haven't worked on it in days, but I finally got to finish it this morning. This is called Upholstered Bohemian, and it's a boho-inspired journal. It has a fabric flexible spine. This is upholstery fabric that my dear friend Joanne gave me. Isn't that gorgeous? So there's 2 different upholstery fabrics, and this one is, so there's a, some kind of a lightweight cardboard, recycled chipboard. It's lighter than chipboard, but whatever the case, in between. But there's this, and then the spine is just fabric, so it's very flexible. 2 signatures stitched in, and then for the front, I cut up squares. They're not perfect squares. Some are squares and some are rectangles. Give it this really cool look, and it's just kind of pieced together. And then this beautiful center cover image that I made. It's got a white closure, ribbon closure. So it lays open very well because of this fabric spine, and it's very flexible. I used my paper pack Boho Beauty. You can just type that into my shop. That will come up, or it's a part of the Ultimate Lifetime collection if you have that. And then I used some pages from Leanna Scrap. Oh, please don't stick together. I tried to make sure it dried. I used this red texture paint for some of it. I thought that was really neat to add some pops of color, different uses of dyes, sprays, and stencils. Tried to make it unique. So this page pulls out, and you have a tuck spot right there. So you can see that's how that works. Quite a bit of ephemera in here. This I got in Happy Mail. Well, I added the texture to it, but it's an envelope, kind of a fold out envelope for ephemera, and I actually stitched it in here as a page. And then I added, so there were little pockets, I added ephemera to that. I did print some beautiful pages. I believe this is a digital curio that I downloaded from Creative Fabrica. This is the other side of that envelope, and there's a little vintage playing card in there. And this comes from my button labeled botanicals. Just lots of ephemera. There's a belly band. Stenciling. There's a little teeny wax seal up there using glue. Dragonfly stamp. So there's texture paint, and then hand-dyed stenciled paper, stamping. Tried to make it quite eclectic. Joanne made this. I just added some stenciling to it. Vintage book pages. This is on Spain and architecture in the Americas. Little pocket. There's little stickers and labels in here, and it's a tuck spot with a vintage book page about books. It's a little vintage, like, stationery. My mom had given me some of these. I think that might be my last one of the Roadrunners. Tag from Abandoned Beauty. Added a sequin onto it. A little envelope there. Stenciling and sprays. Washi frame. Finally did some die cutting. Finally have my die cut set up near my desk. I hope I use it a little bit more. I love how this came out. I wanted green, but I didn't want to search for a green paper. So I just grabbed a 6x6 piece of, it was like a polka dot tan piece of cardstock. And then I sprayed it with some green, and that just came out amazing. It goes really well with this background page. And then in the back, there's a little tuck spot pocket with some coffee dyed paper. And this is Upholstered Bohemian. That's in the shop for sale. We have a couple more to look at from other artists today. This one tricked me at first. I thought it was two journals that had somehow gotten glued together accidentally, but this is on purpose. So this is the cover image journal. There's like a journal on the front. I've got to figure out who made this and where the front paper is. Oh, okay. So this is from Alejandrina. Normally she does really big journals, so that's what threw me off. She usually does the giant ones, but this is a 7x10. The little one on the front kind of had me confused, but it is, I can see how it's her style, just a little smaller than she normally does, with these gorgeous coffee dyed and just creamy color after creamy color. So this is all that first kind of cover image journal. So you have like a journal on top of the journal, which is really nice if you're wanting to separate. Like you may have notes and things on the top one that you then use to plan or to write in more detail. The main journal here. Or it could be a great way to separate, you know, maybe you want to use this for a month. Like if you're going to use it for the month of November, but you still have a little bit of October left, you could do October here, and then you could do November here. There's lots of things you can do with it. Or just enjoy how it's different and use the pages in any order you want. I just like how they're all creamy colors. Just very monochromatic. It's definitely, oh, that's so pretty. Definitely unique. Look at that. Oh, the coffee dyeing. She always does quite a level of grunge to her work on purpose. I really like how this one came out and how it flows. And of course, you can pick a color to pop with this. See, there's a lot of like just coffee dyed but blank type tags and things that you can decorate. Of course, they're also perfect for writing on if you know you're going to be doing a lot of writing. But you can choose a color like red, blue, whatever, and then add lots of pops of color to it. A nice thick watercolor paper here if you like painting or playing with mixed media. It's very pretty and very unique. I'm going to try to have a video every day this week, but more likely than not, there will be 1 or 2 days without a video. We'll just see how that all goes. And this is an envelope here in the back, so you can store a lot of things. This is also great for when you're working in it, when you have an envelope stuffed with items, maybe you want to put a photo here or something else. You can put this in the back envelope for use at a different time or in another journal, and you won't lose anything, especially if you're taking it with you on the go. So look at how pretty that is. Love, hope, and faith, or faith, hope, love, however you read that. So this is from Alejandrina. I don't think all these journals are from her. We have a variety of people here. So here's an ocean one. Look at that. You got some starfish and a little label here with a seashell. There's a tiny tassel that is paper clipped on, so you could move that anywhere you want. It looks like 3 signatures here. I'm not sure who made this, so we'll find out. Barb Plude. That was going to be my guess, but one of my guesses anyway. So this is called Seas and Shores. She used digitals from Leanna Scrap, myself, and then Country at Heart, which I think it used to be Country at Heart 2008 on Etsy. I don't know if she took the 2008 off or if it's still that, but look at the little fabric scraps here on the side that look like waves and mermaid type thing. And even the way she cut the pages with that wave-like. So a lot of this here, this is from my shop. This is Ocean Music, I believe. So I have Ocean Music, Sand and Sea. I think there's another one. I have Washed Ashore. And I love my ocean kits. I just haven't created with them in so long. I think others create with my ocean kits more than I do, since I rarely do that specific of a theme. I tend to be more nature eclectic, floral eclectic, but I really love seeing other people use it. And then there's some other digitals in here from other shops. This is really great for writing. These are lightweight pages. They don't take up a lot of bulk room, but there's a lot of space for just easily writing with a black or blue pen. And you have a lot of pages to write on. I honestly think that this would be a beautiful book to write poetry in, especially if you are inspired by the ocean or the sea or nature in general. That's what it is inspiring me for, is poetry. And even taking notes on poetry, like ideas for titles and different things like that. Of course, if you have any kind of beach trip, this is fall break, and a lot of my friends are going to Florida. I'm not. I'm staying home. I'm very glad to not go anywhere this week, but a lot of people are headed to Florida to get to the beach before it gets really cold. But I really think that this would just be beautiful for poetry. Of course, with so many pages to write on, you could really turn it into an address book or beach cottage. We rented a beach cottage once, and there was a little guest book there, Airbnb. So I think that this could be really fun for something like that as well. Just really pretty colors here with a lot of beautiful pages. Cute little pieces of ephemera you can use throughout. And it is a covered hardback. So there's that one. Then we have a single signature. This says joy, noun, to feel immense pleasure and happiness. There's a cute little, this is one of mine. I think that's from, I think it's Wisteria and Roses. There's a little bit of fabric on the spine. Oh, got a little card here. You can, of course, use or write in. And I don't know who made this journal. So hopefully there is a note somewhere. You do not see a note. So whoever created this, please, 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 you're going to have to tell me who you are, because there's nothing. So I don't know who made this. But she's used Wisteria and Roses, Sugar Rose. So maybe it's supposed to be a challenge journal. But again, I don't see any name or anything. So let me know. Let me know if it's you, or if you know who made it, and I will get that name put on there and make sure the right person gets paid for it. Just a cute little usable notebook journal. Not sure who that is from. Hopefully I'll find that out. Probably going to hold off on listing this for a day or two just to see who messages me that this is theirs. And if I can't find anybody, let me just look and see if there's, no, I have no idea. No idea. All right, there's this one. This is pretty. Look at that fabric and lace. Gorgeous. Pink. This is from Barb. I don't know if this is, I don't think this is from Barb. It could be. Barb, is this yours too? I don't know. Might be. Let me know, Barb. Maybe I'll go ahead and list it since this probably is Barb's. Say we're kind of all together. Just let me know, Barb, if that's yours. So I think this is a challenge journal. She didn't say challenge journal. Well, I'm guessing that's what it is. I'm glad I don't do challenge journals anymore. They can be rather stressful. I mean, they're fun to create with the certain digitals and everything, but it was a good season. It was a good season to do challenge journals, but I'm glad that we've gone back to whatever theme you like. It's a little pretty rose themed here. Some gorgeous pages. Some bigger ones and smaller ones. Lots of pink. So since this was kind of with these, I'm assuming it's Barb's, but without a name, who knows? I'll put a question mark by the name, and then if it's Barb, I'll change it. All right, that is today's editions. Come back tomorrow, hopefully, for more. If my day goes smoothly, that is. Gorgeous. So we have Alejandrina, Barb, and then the journal I created. Thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me and spending time. I hope you have a wonderful day crafting, and I'll see you all later.